Hey guys, it's Doc, and today I'm going to show you how to put in a natural area or small flower garden inside of your yard when you've got rocky soil. Okay, so in the backyard we've got these long, ugly fences that go on forever and ever and ever and ever, and you can see how I power wash them and stain them in that video coming up soon. But what I'm going to do is show you how I installed that little flower bed. And this soil is hard and rocky and a devil to work on. So let's go look at it. Hey guys, so as you can tell, I'm already covered in sweat. I've been out here working. I said, let's grab the camera and let me talk about this real quick. We've got this long fence here and it's just boring, so I want to put something in. But it's solid clay and hard rock. So I'm not going to go into a full process of excavating and tilling this up. I just want to plant some greenery against this brown fence. So I've chosen, you can choose whatever you want. I've got one thorny shrub here, I call them, and that'll grow really big. And then I've got a couple junipers and a couple other, I forget what they are, small bushes, but I'm going to put them in real quick. And let me show you the easy way to do this. And there's only a couple tools you need, you don't need many. So the first thing that I do is, if you notice, I go ahead and I lay my plants out in the design pattern that I want. Then I get a short piece of hose, or just take a garden hose, and I make my design with a garden hose. So I just outline where I want to go with the garden hose. The next thing I do is I spray with Roundup. So I go in here and I spray all this grass with Roundup. That's the next step. Then what I do, so I'm not walking on the Roundup and then walking back on the good grass, is I'm going to go ahead and mulch next. And so let me show you real quickly the easy way to mulch. So I just like to use a mulch fork or hay fork or whatever you want to call it. So when I come up to my wheelbarrow, I go ahead and I just grab the amount of mulch that I want on that fork. So I've got the right amount of mulch. Now I'm just going to come over here and just lay it down right along the line. Again, the right amount of mulch, just lay it down. Now I've got a real nice even coat of mulch all the way across here. Now, of course, simple tools, shovel. I like to have a pickaxe because I'm dealing with roots, rocks, and really hard clay. I pickaxe it while I'm digging it. I also need an axe sometime to cut some roots away. I don't cut my holes much bigger than these pots. In the clay, if you make a really big hole inside this clay, you're going to have a bunch of water settle, it'll turn into a pool, and you'll get root rot on your plants. That's what I've learned. Just a small, maybe about an inch around, larger than that actual plant. I'm going to go ahead and put those plants in, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. By the way, one little tip I forgot to mention, always do your outside first and then work in, so you're not stepping on the Roundup that you sprayed in here, which I did once. I had to clean my feet. Don't step on the Roundup and then come out here and step on your Bermuda or regular grass, because it will kill it. So start here, work out for the mulching. All right, mulch all done. Now let me go ahead and plant these things. Planting tip time. This really applies if you're going to be planting in hard clays. Everyone has their own opinion. I'll tell you what actually works in hard clays, especially in the southeast. I plant 1 inch above the soil line. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm planting this right here about 1/2 inch to 1 inch above the soil line. The reason being is if I drop this down below and you get a lot of rain, it's going to sit in there and I'm going to get root rot. I like to bring it up, and I can always mulch over this and protect that and keep that wet. I've got a hose. I can water this darn plant. I'm not worried about that, but I can't take water out of that hole once it's in there. Remember that tip. Almost done. Now let's pull up the hose that we put down earlier to create our outline. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of mulch. I'm going to go back around these flowers or around these plants and bushes. I'm going to put a little bit of mulch all the way around them, and then I'm going to fluff up the bed real quick too. Hey guys, so I'm done. And I'm racing a thunderstorm, I think, at this point. So I didn't have time to go back and get a lot of mulch to fluff it up, but you're going to get a good idea. I'm trying to beat the rain coming in. So now, instead of just having this big empty bowl fence, I come down along and I have a nice little natural area. Now this is pretty big. These are 8-foot panels, so this is 16 feet across. This middle tree will grow large. Gosh, that thing will grow up about 12 feet, be about 4 feet round. The junipers will come out, and I'll put more junipers next year. I forget the name of these things that the deer ate, but they'll grow up big into big bushes. So by next year, this thing will be big and green up against that nice brown fence. It's going to look really beautiful. But it's a great way just to break up that monotony of the side yard. And when you're looking over here, it really looks nice. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching this quick tip. Make sure you subscribe. I got a bunch more videos coming out. We'll have over 150 how-to videos coming out this year, 2017 and 2018. Doc, thanks.